If you've ever spent hundreds of dollars upgrading your phone, you'll be furious at this $2 device. It's a complete scam. Why did security guards kick a speaker out of the country's largest smartphone exhibition? Simply because he demonstrated a fast charging method. A few months ago, I witnessed an ordinary speaker being led away by security guards at the exhibition. He was demonstrating a product at the time. What was his mistake? He showed the entire crowd how to restore their phones to like new condition without buying the latest models. If you're considering upgrading because your phone is slow, drains battery too fast, or freezes frequently, what I'm about to share could save you over $1,000 this year alone. I've been attending tech exhibitions for about 10 years as part of my job as a product reviewer. A few months ago, I attended a major smartphone exhibition in Las Vegas. Thousands of attendees and hundreds of booths, with big names like Apple and Samsung occupying large exhibition areas to promote their latest products. However, as I walked through the smaller exhibition areas, I noticed a crowd gathering around a booth in the corner. People were pulling out their phones and holding them up to get a clear view, which is unusual at events like this. So I walked over to see what was happening. The man running the booth was not the type of professional business speaker with a headset, formal attire, and thorough preparation. He stood behind a folding table with a power strip and a small black device, about the size of a phone charger, plugged into the wall. He was holding someone else's phone and speaking quickly. This phone is 3 years old, the battery only lasts an hour, apps load extremely slowly, and the owner was planning to replace it, thinking it was already old. He connected the phone to his device. Watch what happens in the next 60 seconds. The crowd began to gather. I could see the phone screen from where I stood. The phone's battery surged from 0 in a matter of seconds. Previously laggy apps opened instantly. Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube finished loading in half a second, no buffering, no freezes, smooth and fast. Everyone was truly shocked. "How is this possible?" someone in the crowd asked. The speaker laughed and replied, "Because your phone isn't old, it's been tampered with." The story started to get interesting. He said smartphone manufacturers embed code in system updates to intentionally slow down older models. They call it planned obsolescence. The goal is to make you think your phone is breaking so you'll buy the latest model. Every update you download contains hidden commands, he said, and these commands reduce your phone's performance, drain the battery faster, and cause severe overheating during normal use. He held up the phone. "You can't just unplug these commands?" But people can't help buying new phones anyway. The phone owner burst out laughing, saying he had planned to spend $900 on a new phone that weekend. The speaker said that's exactly what they want. But then something happened that I had never seen at any exhibition before. 2 security guards appeared out of nowhere, unplugged his device in less than a minute, forced him to pack up his things, and escorted him to the exit. We all stood there frozen. They led the man away from the booth, leaving his belongings scattered across the table. I grabbed my things and followed them outside, catching up with the presenter in the parking lot. He was clearly furious as he threw his stuff into the trunk. I asked, "What exactly happened in there?" He looked at me and sighed. "Same old story, this happens every time I demonstrate this at industry events." He explained that major smartphone companies sponsor these exhibitions. They spend a fortune controlling what's displayed in the hall, and anything that threatens their upgrade cycle is quickly shut down. I was kicked out of 4 exhibitions last year. He said they don't want people to know their phones are being deliberately sabotaged. I asked him how the device worked. He pulled it out of his bag. It's called HyperCharge Pro. It uses advanced AI chip technology to quickly scan your phone system. He explained that when you plug your phone into the charger, the device detects hidden speed limiting codes in system updates, then sends a countersignal to neutralize those commands. The harmful code is still in your phone, he said, but this thing stops the harmful code from working. He plugged his own phone into the charger to show me. It charges from 0 to full in a few minutes, and a full charge lasts all day, not just a few hours like you get now. He explained that HyperCharge Pro works via hardware, not software apps. So phone manufacturers can't detect it, block it, or bypass it with updates. It completely circumvents the manufacturer's speed limiting systems. I stood there in shock, trying to process what he had just shown me. My phone had been slow for months, and I had planned to upgrade before the end of the year. So I asked him where I could buy it. He handed me a card with a website address. It's only available here for now, they won't allow him to sell it in physical stores. I ordered it immediately when I got home that night, and it arrived 2 days later. I tested it on all my devices. My phone, which used to die by 2 p.m. every day, now lasts all day without charging. Everything runs perfectly. Apps that used to take over 10 seconds to open now load instantly. The battery charges fully in 10 minutes, just as he said. The next day I checked, I'd used it all evening and still had battery left. I could barely believe it. So I tested it on my dad's old Android phone, which he'd been complaining about for months. The nearly unusable phone was restored to like new condition. He called me the next day, saying he'd almost spent thousands of dollars on a new phone the previous week. And this thing had saved him a fortune. Since then, I've recommended HyperCharge Pro to everyone I know. The more people I tell, the more I realize how many of us have been tricked without knowing it. We always think phones become too old after 18 months. And we have to upgrade to keep up with new software. But it's all a lie. Your phone isn't slow because it's old, it's programmed to malfunction. Every system update you download since buying your phone contains hidden code designed to make you think you need to upgrade. Smartphone manufacturers make hundreds of billions of dollars from this. And HyperCharge Pro stops it all completely. It works with both iPhones and Android devices, and setup takes less than 30 seconds. You just plug it into a power outlet, connect your phone, and it does everything automatically. No apps to download, no technical skills required. They don't want you to know this. That's why they called off the presentation. And why it's only sold online. In fact, they've sued the company twice to try to stop production. Only a few hundred units are left in stock. Supply chain issues mean they won't be able to make more until the end of next year. Additionally, the company is offering a discount for first-time buyers, but the offer only lasts a few hours, after which the price will return to normal. I'm telling you this because I saw someone being roughly kicked out of an exhibition for trying to help people save money. And it made me realize how serious the situation is. They're taking advantage of your ignorance by tampering with your phone. They want you to spend thousands of dollars every 1 to 2 years on a device you don't need at all. Don't let them get away with it. Click the link in the video to go directly to the official website and grab your fast charger before it's out of stock. Once these chargers are sold out, you'll have to wait until next year. And by then you might be forced into another unnecessary upgrade. Your phone doesn't need to be replaced. It just needs the malicious interference that's stopping it from working properly removed. Buy now while stocks last.